tell us more about the project here in Ikeja Gra?
Good morning, sirs. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Dr. Adeyemi Adeni. I'm popularly called the #1 Bishop of Real Estate in Africa, and the MD of Bill Clinton's Realtors Limited. It's so great to have the kings and the queens here this morning at the Glorious Ville Court. This is one of the projects that God is doing through us, amongst many others, right here on the mainland. I'd like to let you know that it's such an honor to have you here. And I do sincerely believe that one of the philosophies of Bill Clinton's Realtors Limited is to do the work first before making the noise. So, and we sincerely do believe that with this little, among many others that God is helping us with, we know that the sky is going to be the beginning for us. So this is a composition of different prototypes of houses or designs. It consists of 3-bedroom flats, one bedroom studio flats, which is a room and a parlor, and it also have consisting in it 4-bedroom terraces. So from the ground floor we have the open plan parking, and on the other side of the ground floor we have a 2-bedroom flat. Then it has in the middle a space for like a reception, a grand reception for the whoever is going to be ensuring the operation of the elevator from the middle, because there is a place for an elevator in the middle. So from the first floor we have 3-bedroom, another 3-bedroom on the edge. Then next to it on the sides we have the studio flat, room and parlor. One of the room and parlor has a BQ on the ground floor. By the way, all the BQs are on the ground floor, so as to give room for the space in each of the flats. So one of the studio flats has a BQ on the ground floor, the other studio flat does not have a BQ. So and that's how we have it on the first, second and third floor. So on the fourth and the fifth floor we have the 4-bedroom terraces. So they are 3 in number. Each of them has its own attached BQ. So those are the only units with attachment BQs. That's the 4th and the 5th floor. So the elevator stops at the 4th floor. So once you go in, then you see a stairs that takes you to the 5th floor. So by His grace, this project started barely about less than 12 months now, about 12 months, but of course about a year for the documentation and all of that. One thing about Bill Clinton's that makes us unique is that before moving to any of our project sites, we ensure that we have a building permit, so we don't have hiccups from the regulatory body. Okay, so and also I'd like you to know that the estimated time of completion is February-March 2024 by His grace. So as it were right now, we're fabricating the roofing. If you go right here, you see the truss that is to hold the roof, and by His grace, all of the finishing materials we have 75% readily on ground, stocked on ground right now, including the elevator. So and the remaining are the things that we can easily get here in Nigeria. So by and large, latest by March, we should be handing over keys. Because of course, you know the issue that has to do with inflation, so you don't stay too long on project right now. And one thing that if you move around that you will see God is helping us to achieve is we don't compromise when it comes to quality. Now, Ikeja Gra, as you all know, is a place where the creme de la creme of the even many people who have houses on the mainland or on the island, you see many of them living in Ikeja Gra because of the serenity and because of the class. Now, a studio flat here for a night would give you as much as 150,000 to 200,000 naira for 3-bedroom. That is if you talk about the returns on investment. Now, when you talk about the room, the studio, I mean that's the studio flat will give you about 120, 100 to 120. 3-bedroom will give you as much as 200 to 250 per night. And as we speak right now, this project is about 80% gone off the market, so we have less than 20% remaining. from the day you start, once they know you have your building permits, people comes in. So in case you want to move around, I don't know if our engineers are ready for us. Maybe we just take one floor, and if not, engineer Shegun, are we ready? Can we go inside? If anybody's interested, we can just go and just see this a consent. So the initial title was a deed of conveyance before the consent. So and we have the numbers for verification of a due diligence. And of course, you know that the platform that brought us in, BRG, would never allow any property to come on board without doing their due diligence. So you can be sure that everything is 100% okay. And most of the people leading at different agencies in Alausa, many of them, most of the directors live in GRA. So they just walk past, and once your papers is not complete, forget. The price, yes. For the studio flats,
let's start with the ones without a BQ.
Without a BQ,
yes,
it's about 60 million.
60 million.
60 million. Thank you. Then the one with BQ, 70 million. Then the 3-bedroom, 150. Okay. And
then the 4-bed terrace.
The 4-bedroom terrace, 205.
All inclusive
Payment plan.
Up to how many months?
We'll send you the breakdown, because the maths we are doing for the payment plan now, because of the fact that it's close to delivery, so it's 6 months. Yes, the maths that we're doing now is 6 months, so that once we hand over keys, at least they still have a buffer of like few months to pay up. Okay.
And
he just mentioned the price. It's not all inclusive. It's a house.
Inclusive.
Okay,
so
so
we have what do you call it? Payment for legal and survey, of course, negotiable. We have it in the FAQ, sir.
Okay, so let me answer that.
Like I mentioned, the elevator, then a green area for children, that's a playground, then a gym, estate intercom, CCTV camera. One thing about our project at Ville Court is from the day one, before moving to site, we ensure that everywhere is on CCTV. So from the comfort of our offices, our phones, there are some people that that checks the site from time to time. So and also so that is established that CCTV is there. Then we also have a provision for the what is it?
Did you mention
Concert? Yes. Yes.
Do you have a pool?
A pool? No. And we're very deliberate about the issue of pools, because we've seen the damage it is doing in many estates. It is more dangerous than the benefit it seems to give. And I saw that even in many of the estates where you go check, people don't actually use it. Many of the places where God is taking us to now for new projects, where we have to demolish, because in most cases we demolish in town before we start building. You see pools that have turned into something else, and in estates, when you look at the morality of living in a community, pools does not really go well when it comes to stripping yourself to enter the pool. People fight there, especially when it's, I'm talking from experience. People fight, why are you swimming with my wife? It's like the teacher make you know how to swim. So instead of pool, what we discovered that people use gym more than the pool. So there is provision for gym. Then we also have 24 hours electricity. So all of our estates, we always make sure we have dedicated transformers. We've already started processing for this by grace, and we put a standby gen that provides them. We always make provision for inverter and solar system from the beginning, so people can just buy what they want to buy, and so they can have 24 hours electricity.
Okay, so for the payment plan, sir, to ask the question. For that of the 3-bed, I know that 6 months is 160 million, that's like 10 million. However, the other prices, like the price is different for all other units. I'll post it on the group. You have like separate flyers that state all that, so that it will be clear for each and every one of us. Then for the documentation fee, there's a tax of 7.5% that should be paid on the property. And then there's legal fee. You mentioned now that legal fee can be negotiated, which is 5% can be negotiated. For infrastructure fee, that will be determined by the subscriber. So they all come together and determine how much it is, of course. So it gives you room to say, okay, we don't want this, we want that, this is what we want to pay and all that, and negotiate. So any more